All right. Okay. I think all systems are go. I think we're good to go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's and this week's Tuesday Tip of Two. I'm excited to be here with you guys today, per usual. Today I'm talking about something a little bit different because, of course, I try to talk about real estate topics and really anything that's kind of in the realm and the wheelhouse of real estate. This particular topic is more on the finance mortgage lending side of things, and which I have talked about before. I've talked about different topics on that side of things, but what really pricks me to talk about this subject was hearing from a client, and I was, you know in this business, you learn new things, as I always talk about. You come up against different things that's just like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So at first, when I heard a story of my clients, I was like, did she get scammed? Like, what is this? What did you sign up for? So I'm going to talk about it now. And the thing I was concerned about was this idea that I never heard of, but I learned something new called shared appreciation. Shared appreciation. Okay. Another term could be home equity investment. That's another term for it as well. And another term is shared equity. Okay. So pretty much this is kind of similar to a home equity loan, but it's not a loan. So we're going to dive into it. Hello, for all my first timers and all my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me on today's and this week's Tuesday Tip of Two. And I am your host, Danielle J. Mitchell, a licensed realtor. I service the Philadelphia area and surrounding suburbs. All right. Before we dive into it, hey, go down there. Do that saying down there. I need you to like, subscribe, comment, share, send to your friends, your family members, all that good stuff who may need this service, have interest, anything like that. And it may help them. So when talking about the shared appreciation, what is it? Shared appreciation, home equity investment. The scenario with a client of mine, we're selling her house and all that good stuff. And, it came up that anytime you sell a house, you're listing your house, you have to pay all your debts off that pertains to the house, right? So, of course, 9 times out of 10, that the first people to get paid off is your mortgage, right? Whomever you used or whomever changed the hands, because a lot of times your mortgage, your lender can change the hands. So you may start out with just, for example, Rocket Mortgage, but then they'll sell your loan or mortgage off to another company who will be the ones handling your mortgage, taking those payments and all that good stuff. So, um, whoever you owe, right, whatever your payoff amount is for the property for your mortgage, is what needs to get paid off first, right? That's the first in line. If you have any liens, if you have a gas bill, if you have water bill, if you have, which in Philadelphia goes with the house, then those are taking taken out of whatever your gross is for the sale of your property, and you receive the net. Now, if you have a home equity loan, if you have anything like that, some kind of a secondary loan, that gets paid off as well. Okay. And there's a whole hierarchy and order and all that other stuff. But that's neither here nor there. That's for another conversation. So, and doing this list and going through the process, this particular payoff came up, that it needs to get paid off. And I wasn't aware because, I had a lot of conversations with my clients and stuff like that. It's no big deal. We just want to make sure we get everything in place so that it gets squared away, right? But all that to say was, it was like, well, what is this thing? Is it a grant? Is it a home equity loan? All that good stuff. So my team, they handled it. They did all that stuff. But I'm curious. So I had to find out, what is this? What is this? It's not a home equity loan, because the terms of it was, um, she, um, for example, if you take out $50,000, um, and pretty much you get a certain percentage more so than whatever you took out. Let's say that's 10%. Let's say that's 20%, right? And then you have that 20 years to pay it off, or you it just gets paid off at the sale of the house or whatever the case. So, in this particular situation, I'm sorry, and in the shared appreciation, what happens is that you have a certain amount of time to pay it off, maybe 20 years, um, and they get a percentage. Or if your house is paid off, then you have to pay them a percentage. So pretty much, if it's $50,000, and you sell your house tomorrow, then you may have to pay them $60,000, $65,000, right? So it was very interesting, and because it's no monthly payments, okay. So let's just dive into what the shared appreciation is. So whatever the company you use that does this service, um, it's an agreement that allows you to cash out some of the equity in your home in exchange for giving an investment company a minor ownership stake in the property. Okay. Um, of course, so the investor can't live in the home, can't lease it out, but it participates in the increase or decrease in the value of the property. Okay. The transaction is secured like a loan, but does not require monthly loan payments. Okay. At the conclusion of the agreement term, you pay back the company the equity advance it gave you, as well as, like I said before, a percentage of the appreciation in your property value. Okay. So let's talk about how this share equity agreement works. You want to tap into the equity of your home. If you qualify, the shared appreciation company gives you that money. In return, it gives you a stake, a percentage of the future appreciation of your home. Okay. You make no monthly payments. The company has no occupancy rights, but there is a lien. Ding, 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 ding. That's why it comes up if you want to go to sell your house as a payoff, as something you have to pay off before you sell your house. But there is a lien against your property, just as any typical loan, right? You pay back the equity value the company gave you, plus its share of the home's appreciation at the end of the term agreement. A lot of times it's 10 years, it could be 20, right? So, I was like, wow. I was really like, just amazed at this idea. Again, this is different from a home equity loan. One of the things that happens with a home equity loan is that it's a great alternative, because they the companies are able to underwrite to more forgiving standards, which mean homeowners that might have substantial equity in the home but don't qualify for a home equity loan a home equity loan. So a lot of times, if you don't qualify for a home equity loan, this may be a good alternative because you're not paying the monthly payments, as well as mainly because you're not paying the monthly payments, and the terms are a bit more doable and flexible. Okay. Um, their credit score is, not as much of a factor as with a home equity loan. Of course, you want to have, a not bad credit score, but it's not as much as what you might need for a home equity loan. Okay. Um, so the average credit score they require is about a 680, and debt to income ratio less than 43%. So very similar to like if you're going to buy a home. Okay. And so that's pretty much it. I did want to make mention that a lot of times how much you can get for these kinds of it's not this loan, for lack of a better term. It's not a traditional loan, but for this loan, the amount that you're getting out would not equate to the size of how much you could get out for a home equity loan, depending on how much equity you have in your house. There are fees. Okay, so title, escrow, appraisal fees, all that good stuff that will come out of the cash that you are getting. It may not, luxury properties may not qualify, and smaller homes, depending on how small the home is, may not qualify. Meaning, like, certain price points. Okay. I hope that helps, because again, I was learning something new as well, and I was just like, I need to make this a Tuesday tip too. So I hope that helps everybody. Listen, if you want more information on this, you can contact me if you're interested in buying, if you're interested in selling. You can definitely contact me at book a consultation, book.djmrealtyco.com. And listen, we can get on a fast track of getting your house sold or getting you into a home. Okay. Remember, there's no place like home, no place like home buying, and I will see you next time. Okay. Bye.